Hello everyone, this is Graduate Chemistry. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about hydrogenation by heterogeneous catalyst. In this lecture, we will discuss the hydrogenation by homogeneous catalyst. So there are some drawbacks of heterogeneous catalyst. The first one is selectivity. There are regioselectivity, that is, if in any molecule more than one double bond is present, it cannot selectively reduce the double bond. Second one is stereoselectivity. Mostly stereoselectivity depend upon the chemi-absorption, not upon the precursor molecule or reactant molecule, not precursor, reactant molecule. Okay, so we now discuss about homogeneous catalyst, hydrogenation by homogeneous catalyst. Okay, so homogeneous catalyst. So what is homogeneous catalyst? Kind of catalyst where the catalyst and the reactant, that is a catalyst and the reactant are in the same phase, of that kind of reaction is called homogeneous catalysis reaction. But in our previous case, we have studied in our previous lecture, we studied about heterogeneous catalysis. Okay, so this is homogeneous catalysis in which the reactant and the catalysis are in same phase, that is liquid phase. Okay, so example, what are the example of heterogeneous homogeneous catalysis? That is the enzymatic catalysis. That is the catalyst, here is enzyme and there is some reactant molecule. So that kind of catalysis reaction are homogeneous, example of homogeneous catalysis. Another is organocatalysis. That is the organometallic complex are used as a catalyst, and the precursor then the reactant molecule are in same phase with the catalyst. Okay, so in this lecture we'll discuss about the three catalysts, or there are much more organometallic catalyst which can use in hydrogenation reaction, but in this lecture we will discuss about three catalysts. That is, first one is Wilkinson catalyst, second one is gravity catalyst, and third one is Schoch or Osborne catalyst. And in our next lecture we will discuss about Noyori asymmetric hydrogenation reaction. Okay, so first we will study about Wilkinson catalyst. Okay, so this is Wilkinson catalyst. Here rhodium PPH3 whole 3 Cl. Okay, here rhodium is in +1 oxidation state, and overall the molecule is neutral. Overall the complex is neutral and rhodium is +1 oxidation state. Okay, and this is a 16 electron species because rhodium contribute 9 electron and 3 PPH3 contribute 6 electron and chloride contribute 1 electron. So total 16 electron. Okay, the first step, what is the first step? So we will study the mechanism, how the reactions proceed. Okay, so this is hydrogenation reaction. So obviously hydrogen is used. So what hydrogen will do? Hydrogen will do the oxidative addition. The oxidative addition, two hydride are attached with rhodium as a ligand, and they attach in cis position, not the trans position. Why they are attached in cis position? Because of transphobia effect or anti-symbiotic effect. Okay, so what is transphobia effect or anti-symbiotic effect? That is that can refer as that two hydride atom that has higher trans effect, or two hydride atom both are soft, so they are not preferred to become trans to each other. they are not like that they are become trans to each other. This effect is expressed as transphobia effect. Due to transphobia effect, because they both are soft, okay, so they prefer the hard atom in the transposition, hard ligand in their transposition, but they do not prefer the more soft ligand in their transposition. So due to transphobia effect, they are in cis position, okay. And next step, what is the next step? And this become 18 electron, okay. Next step is elimination of 1 pph3, and some author told that, some author write that vacant position is coordinated by solvent, and some author told that remain vacant after the loss of pph3, this position is remain vacant. So this position is vacant and this is 16 electron. And after that, the insertion of after that, no insertion, after that the coordination of alkene is occur. So this is alkene coordination, and next step is insertion. So here hydride is inserted in that double bond, okay. And after that, next step is, so our molecule is what? This is that pph3 Cl CH2R, and this is pph3, okay. So this thing will, and this thing cause reductive elimination, so both are eliminated from rhodium, and rhodium become +1 oxidation state. First, in this complex it is in +3 oxidation state, and it will convert to +1 oxidation state, okay. So after reductive elimination, we get this thing, we get this thing. This is 3 coordinated, that is the 3 coordinated rhodium in +1 oxidation state, that is 2 pph3 are coordinated and 1 Cl is coordinated, and this is +1 oxidation state, and this is 14 electron system, okay. And after that, what happened? pph3 is coordinate and it becomes 16 electron, and we get the our catalyst, we get back our catalyst, okay. So this is the mechanism. So first step is what happened? So first step is oxidative addition. Second step is alkene coordination, okay, alkene coordination. Third step is insertion, and fourth step is reductive elimination, okay. So these are the steps, and by this way we get the hydrogenated alkene, and we get alkane from alkene by this catalyst, and this is a homogeneous catalyst, okay. So it is more selective, thus the catalyst is selective, so it selectively reduce monosubstituted double bond first, then disubstituted, then trisubstituted. So it mostly prefer the monosubstituted one than the disubstituted or trisubstituted, and among disubstituted and trisubstituted prefer disubstituted, okay. So let's discuss about one example, okay. So this is the one molecule where 2 double bond is present. One here the number of substituent is less, here the number of substituent is much. So or this is more sterically crowded center, this is more sterically crowded center, and this is less sterically crowded center, crowded reactive center. So it selectively reduce this double bond but not reduce this double bond. So we get the selectively reduced product by using this Wilkinson catalyst, okay. And another example, this is less hindered and this is more hindered reactive center. So it selectively reduce the less hindered center than the more hinder center. Okay, so we get this product. So this double bond is reduced, but not this double bond. Okay, so there are some features of the hydrogenation reaction. So features as what? The always the cis addition occur in the double bond. Sometimes we see that in case of heterogeneous catalysis, sometimes trans product we found that trans addition is occur, but always in case of Wilkins homogeneous catalysis by Wilkinson catalyst, catalytic hydrogenation, homogeneous catalytic hydrogenation by Wilkinson catalyst, we always get the cis addition product. This is the characteristics of this catalysis. And second one is the catalyst does not bring about hydrogenolysis. What is hydrogenolysis? That is the one in our molecule, if one group is present that is prone to reduce, so it can prone to reduce, like CHO, NO2, this group are prone to reduce, but this group are not reduced by this Wilkinson catalyst. Okay, but if we use the heterogeneous catalysis, some portion on sometimes this group are reduced, so we cannot get our desired product. So this is the more advantage of using the Wilkinson catalyst over the heterogeneous catalyst. That is this only reduce the double bond. It only reduce double bond, and which is less hindered, and it always add the hydrogen in the cis position. Okay, and another very important reaction of this Wilkinson catalyst is this, that if we, this is very important in case of exam perspective, that is the CSIR NET, GATE or IIT JAM or any other MSc entrance perspective. So if they provide you the this is called cinnamaldehyde, okay, and they give you the Wilkinson catalyst. Okay, so probably you will think about the reaction of double bond, but there is another features of that catalyst. It selectively remove the CO group from any molecule. It is more is selectively remove the carbonyl group from any molecule. So we get styrene. So whenever you get that Wilkinson catalyst and CO in the molecule, so first you remove that CO and then write the product. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, so next we will discuss about another two catalyst, that is the Schoch-Osborn catalyst and Crafty catalyst, which are used in the hydrogenation reaction. First one is Schoch-Osborn catalyst, another one is Crafty catalyst. Okay, so first we want to discuss about one term, that is turnover number. So what is turnover number? Turnover number is number of product molecule from substrate molecule by single catalyst molecule. So number of product molecule from substrate molecule by substrate molecule when we use the single catalyst molecule, and it is unit. But if we calculate that number in per unit time or per unit, that is per minute or per hour, that is called turnover frequency. And here are the three catalysts, and here is the turnover frequency in per hour. So in case of Wilkinson catalyst, we get 655 hour inverse turnover frequency. Okay, turnover frequency. And in second case we get 4000 turnover frequency, and third case, that is the Crafty catalyst, this 6400. So Crafty catalyst and Schoch-Osborn catalyst are more effective industrially than the Wilkinson catalyst. So we will study little bit about shock absorbed catalyst and Crafty catalyst. So what is Crafty catalyst? First we study about Crafty catalyst. Okay, so what is Crafty catalyst? This is the iridium COD PF4. Okay, so this is in +1 oxidation state. Okay, +1 oxidation state of iridium. So this is the catalyst. Iridium is attached with cyclooctadiene, that is the 4 bidentate ligand, and it donates 4 electron. Another one is pyridine, and another one is PCY3 ligand. And so this is a 16 electron pieces. This is a 16 electron pieces, and it can use as a catalyst. Okay, so we in this lecture we are not interested in the mechanism of the Crafty catalyst. We are more interested, as it is organic lecture not inorganic lecture, so we more interested in the stereoselectivity or stereo control of the Crafty catalyst. So here is the precursor molecule. We use the Crafty catalyst for hydrogenation, and it is hydrogenated our product. We get the hydrogenated product, but we get the hydrogenated product in particular stereoselective product. We get a stereoselective product, and it hydrogenated in that side, that is where OH group is present. So OH group is present in up, so hydrogen, we get the hydrogen in up. Okay, another example is that is the OH group is present down, so here hydrogenation also occur down. So these two reactions, this reaction and this reaction are very much important in the perspective of any kind of competitive exam. If they provide you these two precursor molecule and give you the this catalyst and hydrogen, and you have to write down the hydrogenated product, so you will always see where the OH group is present, and then in that side the hydrogenation will occur. Okay, okay, fine. So that's about the Crafty catalyst. Okay, this is shock osborne catalyst. Okay, this thing, this is rhodium in +1 oxidation state in, and this thing is COD. Okay, we write this manner, but this thing is COD, cyclooctadiene, and is the ligand, and here 2 ppsd group is present. So rhodium is in +1 oxidation state. Okay, so in this lecture we only study what is the mechanism of the shock osborne catalyst. Okay, so first this is the catalyst, and first as usual oxidative addition is occur, and previously we have mentioned that oxidative addition of hydrogen, that is the non-polar molecule, always occur in cis position, but if it is polar, that is like HCl, then it will occur by then the product we get where the hydrogen and chloride are in trans position. But in case of H2, 2 hydride are in cis position because of transphobia, and previously we have discussed that what is transphobia. So next step is insertion of hydrogen or in where the double bond, one of the double bond of COD. Okay, so here is the insertion is have occur, and next step is reductive elimination of that bond. Okay, and that vacant side is coordinated by the solvent, and next step is this double bond is oxidative addition, another oxidative addition in that molecule, then insertion in that double bond, and then reductive elimination of this molecule, and this side is coordinated by another solvent molecule. Okay, so this is we get this, and this is the active catalyst. This is the active catalyst which can use which is you which can proceed the hydrogenation reaction. So after this step, all the steps are similar. Like Wilkinson catalyst process. That is the first step is oxidative addition of hydrogen, then alkane coordination, then insertion, then reductive elimination. Okay, so this is the active catalyst. So this step to this step is a process for formation of active catalyst, and after that the actual catalysis happen in, and which is mostly similar like Wilkinson catalyst. So in this lecture we have studied about three organocatalysis which are used in hydrogenation reaction. One is Wilkinson catalyst, second one we have studied, that is